Hello, this is Mike, NoStressMike.com, and I'm in front of this real nice building, and I'm walking around. It's late Saturday and everybody's gone home, and so I'm looking around. They got a nice thing up there. It's like a water garden, I guess you'd say. I think that's what they call it, something like that. But there's no water in it, and it doesn't look like it really works. I don't see where it holds water, so I don't really quite sure what it is. But it is nice. It is real nice. Matter of fact, I'll probably go up there and look. But right now, what I wanted to show you is, you see the bagworms, and there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. This bush is dying, and I was thinking, boy, there's people that know how to handle this stuff, how to take care of plants. And I'm surprised, as nice as this place is, I'm surprised they don't, I think these things here should have been cut down, come winter time. But maybe just to give it the wilderness look, so. But like I say, I thought, well, this is a really nice layout. I mean, it's really a nice place. And then like I say, as I was looking around, I see all the bagworms. I mean, this place is bad here. Now you see they cut those bushes down right there. They got them cut down. So I think that's what you're supposed to do. I don't know. And they've got greens, evergreens, and it's real nice. I like the way they have this short stuff right there. But then I don't know what this other stuff is. It just needs to be maintained. And then, but like I say, as I come around here and I start looking, well, this is the USDA. I don't know if this is going to come out. It might be backwards when you see it. But anyway, that's what it is. And it's nice. You have to wear a mask to come in, so I guess it means it's a U.S. Department of Agriculture. That's what it is. Yes. And then animal. Oh, I don't think you can see it. You might not be able to see it. But Animal and Plant Health Inspection Services of the U.S. Department of Agriculture. Veterinarian service, plant protection and quarantine. So I think that they must know what they're doing. But I just think it was kind of weird that they don't even maintain what they have. I mean, I'm glad they have it. But I would think, since they're veterinarian service and stuff like that, I would think they'd have animals, some kind of animals that they're taking care of or something like that. Under normal conditions, this is what I would think. But since it is government, then that clarifies my thoughts on how messed up the government is. In general, government, they have authority over you. I mean, this is what their thinking is. And I would go along with that. I love learning from people that know more than I do. And but it makes it questionable when they can't even take care of the stuff that they have. And they're the ones that are going to inspect me. and tell me what I need to do. Not only on this particular place, plants and animals, you know, but they don't have any here. Now maybe they got. We're talking about animals. I lost my animal. Rex, hey, Rex, let's go. And but I would really have a lot more faith. There she is. I'd have more faith in them if they did this stuff. You can see where they did a really nice job here, but I don't know, maybe it's not even part of the USDA, I don't know. But they did a real nice, but it's not completed. And but you can see where they tried to do good with it. But it is really interesting. It's real pretty. It's really nice. I don't know where they get the water. It's on top of the hill. So I don't know where they get the water from. Maybe they pump it in or something, you know, I don't know. They got a little bit of field out here. I would feel better if they were testing, you know, growing something and being able to understand what it is that they're going to, if I was a farmer and they're going to come over here and start telling me what to do, I'd find it a little offensive. Because they don't even, all they're doing is saying what they read in the book. They really don't have any hands-on experience. And that's the part that I have a problem with. I would think that they would have people with hands-on experience that knows when you do something, experience, you know, kind of, you learn a lot. So, and that's the problem I had when I had the restaurants. Because they would come in and tell me how to run the restaurant, in which none of them have even worked in a restaurant. I mean, they didn't even wash dishes. You know, I mean, so, I mean, they have no experience at all in the restaurant business. But they're going to tell me how to do it because they know, because it says right here in the book. And so that's why it's hard to have government oversee you and tell you what to do. Because, like I say, they don't know. There's certain, I'm guessing, to be a government employee, there's things you got to learn. They'll give you a book and you learn it from the book and then that kind of stuff. But they don't use people with knowledge. Rex. Yeah, they don't use people that have hands-on experience. That's the stuff that kind of concerns me. And this is a good example of what it is. And I'm sure they're going to tell me that I'm doing something wrong with my dog. And if they had a place, but they inspect, they got veterinary services. I don't know what kind of services and stuff like that. But I wish they ought to have their office at the Humane Society. Okay, in the truck. That's where they need to be, is in the Humane Society. And not telling the Humane Society what to do, but in there with them, working with them, helping them do all this stuff. The same thing, like I say, my restaurant, my last restaurant was across the street from the stockyards. And they had inspectors in there all the time doing their stuff. But they need to be in those places working of some type, have their business in there. So then they can show you, this is what we mean when we want your bushes to be like this, and then show you the bushes. And we want your animals, like the cattle place I was across the street from. They have a place there with some cattle. Say, this is what we want your cattle to look like. And this is what we've done. So, you know what I mean? So this way, I think they would be much more meaningful. And I think the public would have a whole lot more faith in them. But it looks like now, in particular, it's been getting more and more political on everything. I mean, even the police, you know, They can't even be policemen. They got to be political. You know what I mean? Some people they put in jail, kind of like about a year ago, in Washington D.C. Those people, they still got them in jail, and no charges. They're holding them. It's unconstitutional. You know what I mean? So we are supposed to respect people that work for the government that do this stuff that's against the American people. You know, it's not only it's unconstitutional, it's immoral, and like I say, they don't even know what they're doing. It's all political. And this is something I wish they would get their marbles together and understand that once you get in a position like that, I think that's what they call tyranny. When they're making you do things because it's the political right thing, and they make the political judgment because they can't use the Constitution to make laws because they're just coming up with weird stuff. But we need people in government that knows what they're doing, not more political stuff. And I think this is what's going on in the United States, and you can see it in the population. It's getting bad, and they're not even turning in a direction. They just keep going to bad. But anyway, that's just my thoughts. And I could be wrong. I don't know. That's why I share my thoughts, and I'm waiting for people to make comments to explain things to me, because I'm a dumb guy. I need some explanation. This is Mike, NoStressMike.com.